Well, welcome folks, back out on the beach, back down at Selsey, trying for that elusive cod. I've got a bee in my bonnet, I want that cod off Selsey Beach. This is my 4th attempt, I think. It's later in the season now, we're now in November, nearly December. And yeah, 2 rods out, 1 pulley, rig out there, and 1 other rig that I've sort of made up and sort of messed about with using the Trident stuff, and I'll show you that a little bit later on to see how it works really, more than anything else. I've got Jamie and Alfie with me, and Jamie's caught a dogfish already, so hopefully that'll be the start of some good fishing with a bit of luck. We're fishing the tide down, so it's high tide round about 4. It is now just coming out to 6, so we're a couple of hours down. And to be fair, I've had some good fish here over the years at lowish tide sort of thing. So looking forward to it. And yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully I'll bring you back some decent fish. See you in a bit. Well, look at that folks. That's my first fish of the day. It's an absolute cracker of a conger. Look at that beauty. It gave me a hell of a fight. I didn't even know it was on, but until I lifted the rod. So it must have been just sitting there, chewing away on it. And as soon as I lifted in, bang, in I was. A cracking fight. And my mate, old Alfie, he's wetting his pants on such a big eel. He was screaming like a little girl when he saw it. He said, "Oh, you're touching that." Anyway, cracker. Anyway, beat the blank.
Can't tell how far the old things go out, can you?
No.
The old breakers.
Well, folks, it's been rather slow after that conger. All of us have been sort of having dormant rods, but Jamie's had a nice little nibble actually, to be fair. So will it be another conger? Let's find out, hopefully. It was a cracking bite though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolute cracking bite. Thing is, those congers, they do sit on them and they will just sort of nibble away like an old dogfish sometimes, and then as soon as you obviously look into them, that's when they go off.
I thought it would be more just like a speed race going off.
Well, I just had a few more bites and finally managed to land one. Just keeping an eye on the rod. It's starting to happen a little bit here. Anyway, there's what I caught. Nice little dogger. And I'm getting back. Poor old Alfie's cursing in the background. He's just missed a slack liner. You just never know, do you? You never know with this game. Keeping an eye on the rod. You never know. Anyway, let's get it back. Well, that's it folks, just a short session really tonight on the Selsey Beach. It's been reasonable fishing. Had a cracking eel at the very start, that was very nice to see, and that gave me a bit of a nice fight. Especially as I didn't see the bite as well. So yeah, that was good. And pretty much after that it's just been dogs, which is the normal sort of thing you get here. And it's been, yeah, reasonable I suppose, reasonable night. The wind's starting to get up now. We're supposed to be getting a nice big fat storm over the weekend, sort of 4s, 9s and 10s. So I've got my fishing fix in, great stuff. And yeah, the rods are still out. I'm going to reel them in, but I'm going to call it a night. That's it, that's me done. Tight lines everyone, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Well, welcome back folks. So I've had a bit of a sort of grabbed the kit and dashed one, to be honest with you. I just fancied a real fishing trip. The weather's come down a bit better than I thought it was going to. And so I thought I'd come back to Selsey, but a different part of Selsey, more towards the bill of Selsey. So I'm just going to fish down there. And yeah, so I'll just pan you along. You can see up there, East Beach is a lot further down that way. And yeah, it's out the wind. It's a northwesterly, but it's still quite fierce round on the actual West Beach and more towards the bill sort of thing. So gonna give it a go and see how we get on. Chosen to fish this little spot, nice and sheltered. Got a big old groin there, shouting the old wind away, so this is nice. And big old concrete defence there. No doubt I'll have to be up on top of that a bit later on. But I don't know if you can see this, but hopefully you can. There's a load of seagulls all just out there, about 50 yards the other side of the groin. And there's a few down that neck of the woods, down there. And it makes you wonder, why are they there and what are they waiting for, what bait are they going for? Is there going to be a load of bass out there? Maybe some squid, who knows? But it's got me intrigued, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to put my bait out here. With the old birds, they're there for a reason, and they ain't sunbathing. As you see folks, it's now dark. No moon at the moment, no moon. Sun going down in the distance. Prime time. High tide's at 10 o'clock and we're now, what time is it? It's just coming up to 5, so prime time, fish it all the way up pretty much. Anyway, before I start, just thought I'd show you what I'm doing today. So I've got my Icon power rods, and let me just show you that. Fixed balls, Pen surf blasters, and I'm going for, I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can do the light a little better. One high and one down low at the butt. I'm still undecided what I'm most comfortable with. One up high or down low. So I've done one of each to see how I get on, and I'll make the change to the down low. It seems to be a bit more comfortable before the cast as well. So still undecided, but that's why I'm doing it. And rig wise, just the Lumi LEDs as usual, and the pulleys with Trident tackle all the way through. So you got the bait clip holder, Trident Thermalink, £70 main line up through to the, hopefully you can see that, the Trident pulley, a couple of bees just to hang it off a little bit further out, and yeah, very short ones. But yeah, let's get out there. Well, the traps are set. You can see the blue LEDs in the distance, and yeah, let's see what happens. First cast out. Will tonight be the night for a nice juicy cod or codling? I'll take anything. Looking forward to this, really looking forward to this. Can't wait. Well folks, it's not been outstanding so far. I've had a couple of bites, and my first fish of the night, a doggy. Only a small one, but nevertheless beats the blank. So hopefully the fishing may pick up. Anyway, let's get it back. The old dogger saves a blank. Always does, doesn't it, eh? Anyway, let's get back to it. Well, that's it for tonight. A real short session. In the end, I showed you one dogfish, and I had another one, but the tide is surging like you wouldn't believe out there. And yeah, as soon as you cast out, they're shooting back round to the direction of the tide. The rods are bent right over. Barely see any of sort of bite detection, so I've knocked it on the head, and I'll go in a couple of days' time and keep the bait. And yeah, that's fishing. That's fishing. It's the way it goes. Spoke to another fisherman a bit further down. He said exactly the same. A couple of dogfish, barely any bites, and the rods are surging round, and it's just almost unfishable. But hey-ho. Till next time, tight lines,